guys, welcome back to Joyfully Cooking. Today is Tasty Bites Tuesday and this recipe is so delicious. Today's recipe is peanut butter carob balls. Let's get started. For this recipe, we have our wet ingredients and our dry ingredients. For our wet ingredients, we're going to be using 3/4 cup of peanut butter. We are going to use a 1/3 cup of maple syrup, organic maple syrup, and we're going to use a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And then for our dry ingredients, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of almond flour or almond meal, and a 1/4 cup of coconut flour. And this is a new ingredient. I've never heard of coconut flour, so I was really excited to use that for this recipe. So there's our wet ingredients and our dry ingredients, and we're just going to combine them all together in our bowl. So now that all of our ingredients are together, we're just going to whisk all of our ingredients. Just like that. So here is the consistency of our batter. It is very, very liquidy. So that's why it has to sit in the freezer for 30 minutes so it can become very thick and it will be able to form as balls, because this batter is going to be formed as balls. So we need to make sure it's not liquidy or it's not too thin or it's not going to break. So we need them to be very hard, so that needs to be in the freezer for 30 minutes or until it's very hard. So after our batter becomes hard and is in the freezer for 30 minutes, you want to now take a tablespoon and measure out our balls of our peanut butter. So all you want to do is take a tablespoon, put a little bit of the batter in there, and then start forming it. Roll it in the palms of your hand and make it into a nice ball, just like that. And then probably after you make it into a ball, it'll start being softened again. So then just put it in the freezer for another 5 minutes to let it harden up a little bit, and then you'll be ready to coat it in our carob. So now we have our carob ganache type sort of thing, and we're going to cover our peanut butter balls in there. So what you want to do is just basically dump it in there and then just kind of move it around so that it can be nicely covered. And the more carob that you have, you can just kind of dump your peanut butter ball in there, and so that it will be fully nice and covered. And then you have your ball ready to go, your carob peanut ball. And then after it is done, you want to also put it back in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes so it can harden back up. And then you want to just top it off with a little bit of salt to combine that dynamic duo of the salty sweet flavors. Now, what is this delicious carob? Well, carob is a plant from the Mediterranean Sea, and it's also known as the locust plant. Now, carob is a bean inside of the locust bean or the locust plant, and when you dry it or roast it, it becomes a powder, and that's how we have carob powder. Now, this powder has no addictive effects or caffeine that is found in chocolate. So carob is a much more healthier alternative than chocolate. Also, according to the Encyclopedia of Healing Foods, in the 19th century, British people who would sing, they would eat carob pods for their singers, and it would help them have healthy vocal cords, and soothe and cleanse their throat before they sing. So we see that carob has some healing properties in there. And also in the Bible, there was someone else who ate carob. John the Baptist, while he was in the wilderness, ate locusts. Now, I know many people think locusts is grasshoppers and that he ate grasshoppers, but that is not the case. He was actually eating carob. And so we see carob was eaten in the Bible and even by singers in the 19th century. So it is just a great healthy alternative, and it tastes very good as well. And there is our lovely and healthy dessert. And these are so delicious. I know you guys are going to enjoy these peanut butter carob balls. They basically taste like Reese's all in one ball. So delicious. And for those of your friends, or if you've never had carob, I know you definitely will enjoy it. You will not miss the chocolate as much, guys. So definitely try this recipe. So thank you for watching Joyfully Cooking, and stay tuned for more videos.